Kai Sotto is now a free agent, and there are many possible opportunities that his agent and handlers can explore for the next stage of his career. One of the most interesting possibilities is joining an NBA team for the upcoming NBA Summer League, where he could showcase his size, rim protection, and improving offensive skills against young NBA prospects and G League talents. At 7'3", Kai continues to attract attention because of his mobility, shot blocking ability, and soft touch around the basket. Despite injuries affecting parts of his recent campaigns, he has already gained valuable experience playing professionally in different leagues, such as Japan's B League and in international competitions with Gilas Pilipinas. Those experiences helped him develop against stronger and more physical competition. Playing in the NBA Summer League could be a major opportunity for Kai to prove that he belongs in the NBA system. Several teams are always looking for legitimate size, especially centers who can protect the rim, rebound, and finish inside the paint. If given enough playing time and the right role, Kai could impress scouts and possibly earn an NBA training camp invite, a two-way contract, or even a spot in the G League to continue his development. Another advantage for Kai is his international exposure and strong fan support from the Philippines and other Asian basketball fans. NBA teams understand the marketability and popularity he brings, but more importantly, Kai has shown flashes of being able to compete at a high level with his timing on defense, interior presence, and improving confidence offensively. Aside from the NBA Summer League, Kai may also receive offers from overseas leagues, including Japan, Korea, Australia, or even European teams. However, the Summer League remains one of the most exciting options because it gives him direct exposure to NBA coaches, executives, and scouts while competing against future NBA players. The next few months could be very important for Kai Sotto's basketball career, and many fans are hoping this free agency period finally opens the door for his NBA dream to become a reality. Kai Sotto might also play in the third window of the FIBA World Cup Asian qualifiers, and this remains a strong possibility for the 7'3" Filipino big man. After missing previous windows due to recovery and conditioning concerns following his ACL injury, many fans are hopeful that Kai could finally make his return to Gilas Pilipinas once he is fully healthy and back in game shape. Kai's presence would be a major boost for Gilas Pilipinas because of his size, rim protection, rebounding, and ability to alter shots inside the paint. At 7'3", he gives the national team a legitimate interior defender who can compete against the taller and more physical teams in Asia and Oceania. His chemistry with several Gilas players has already been developed through past international tournaments and FIBA competitions. There were already reports earlier this year that Kai and his camp were focusing on recovery first, with his Japanese club team also prioritizing his long-term health before allowing him to fully return to international competition. However, some reports suggested that Kai was looking forward to possibly returning in a future qualifying window once he regained his rhythm and conditioning. If Kai joins Gilas in the third window, it could significantly strengthen the Philippines' front court rotation alongside other big men like AJ Edu, Junmar Fajardo, and Milora Brown. His shot blocking and help defense could become one of the team's biggest weapons, especially against elite teams such as Australia and New Zealand, which feature tall and athletic lineups. Another interesting factor is that Kai may have to balance his national team duties with other career opportunities, including possible NBA Summer League participation or overseas professional offers. Because of this, his schedule and availability will likely depend on discussions between his handlers, club team, and the Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas. Recently, there have even been reports and discussions suggesting that an NCAA route could still remain a possible option for Kai as he continues pursuing his NBA dream. Kai Sotto was once considered one of the most highly recruited Filipino basketball prospects in the U.S. NCAA system, before eventually deciding to skip college basketball and pursue the professional route. During his time training in the United States with the Skill Factory in Atlanta, Kai attracted attention from several NCAA Division I programs because of his rare combination of height, mobility, shot blocking, and offensive potential. At the time, Kai was viewed as a legitimate four-star recruit and was even ranked among the top high school prospects in the United States by ESPN. Scouts were impressed by his ability to move well for a 7'3" center, protect the rim, and score both inside and outside the paint. Some analysts even described him as a big-time prospect for NCAA basketball because of his size and skill set. Several well-known NCAA Division I schools reportedly showed strong interest in Kai, including the University of Kentucky, Georgia Tech, Auburn, DePaul, and Georgia. He even made unofficial visits to Kentucky and Georgia Tech during the recruitment process. Many basketball fans believed the NCAA route could have helped Kai develop further because he would have played under structured coaching systems while competing against elite young talent in the United States. The NCAA would have also given him more exposure to NBA scouts on a consistent basis while allowing him to improve his strength, defense, and overall basketball IQ before turning professional. However, in 2020, Kai decided to bypass college basketball and join the NBA G League Ignite program instead, becoming the first international player to enter the league's developmental pathway program. The decision was seen as a major step toward his NBA dream because the G League offered professional coaching, high-level competition, and financial opportunities immediately after high school. Even years later, many fans and analysts still wonder how Kai's career might have developed if he had chosen the NCAA path. Some believe playing college basketball could have helped him physically and mentally prepare for the NBA, while others think going professional early allowed him to gain valuable experience against grown men in leagues such as the NBL Australia and Japan's B League. Discussions about Kai's NCAA possibilities continue among Filipino basketball fans even today. Soto has already proven his value on the international stage. One of the biggest victories in Philippine basketball history came when Gilas Pilipinas defeated Latvia, one of the top-ranked and most dominant teams in FIBA basketball, during the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament. Kai played a crucial role in that historic win, contributing on both ends of the floor with his scoring, rebounding, and defensive presence. His performance helped Gilas overcome a highly favored European powerhouse and showed that the Philippines can compete with some of the best teams in the world. Kai Soto delivered one of the best performances of his international career when Gilas Pilipinas stunned world number 6 Latvia 89-80 in the 2024 FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament in Riga. Facing a heavily favored Latvian squad on its own floor, the 7'3" Filipino center rose to the occasion and became one of the biggest reasons behind the historic victory. Soto finished the game with 18 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 block while shooting an efficient 7 of 10 from the field. He dominated the paint on both ends of the floor, using his size and mobility to score against Latvia's front line and protect the rim defensively. His performance complemented the near triple-double effort of Justin Brownlee, who led Gilas with 26 points, 9 rebounds, and 9 assists. What made Soto's performance even more impressive was the stage and level of competition. Latvia entered the tournament as the world's 6th-ranked team and was playing in front of a passionate home crowd. Despite the hostile environment, Kai showed poise beyond his years, helping Gilas build a lead that grew to as much as 21 points before eventually securing the historic upset. The victory was considered one of the biggest wins in Philippine basketball history. It marked the first time since 1960 that a Philippine national team defeated a European team in an official FIBA competition. Kai Soto's dominance in the paint played a major role in making that achievement possible, and further strengthened his reputation as one of the cornerstones of the Gilas Pilipinas program. For many Filipino basketball fans, the Latvia game remains one of Kai Soto's signature performances in a Gilas uniform. Against one of the strongest teams in the world, he proved that he can compete at the highest international level and be a difference maker when the stakes are at their highest. Community reactions on basketball forums and social media widely praised his 18-point outing, with many calling it one of the finest games of his national team career. With Kai Soto in the lineup, Gilas gains a significant advantage in size and interior defense. His chemistry with the team's guards and forwards creates more opportunities offensively, while his presence in the paint forces opponents to adjust their game plans. As the third window approaches, having a healthy and available Kai Soto could be one of the keys to Gilas Pilipinas securing important victories and strengthening its position in the qualifiers. Many Filipino basketball fans are hopeful that Soto can continue the form he displayed against Latvia and help lead Gilas Pilipinas to another successful international campaign. If he can replicate those performances, he will once again be one of the biggest difference makers for the Philippine national team.